Right, so 2old4toys is doing another competition with ishop2go. This time their theme is robots of all nations, and this is the kit that I've decided to use for it. It's as you can see, high grade GOK. It came out around 1999, sold for 700 yen. It's this is the version that you would have got in England. I don't know whether this is the same as what would have been sold in America, but this is what I've got. It's still sealed. It's been sealed for a long time. So here's the contents of the kit. I'll just go over this quickly. Got an A1 plate and an A2 and a B and some polycaps, and you've also got some stickers, just 2 of them. So I've skipped forward a little bit. I've done all the gluing, filling, priming, run out of the, started to get a bit low on the primer while I was doing these, and some of these had to go on a bit thin, but they should be okay. So I think I did quite a good job. I don't know, it's not perfect, but it definitely looks a lot nicer than it did before. So all the pieces have been primed now, just a few other bits here, and I've now got to take a break from building the kit and set up an area where I can actually paint, because I don't have my painting area anymore. Once I've done that, I can start getting on with actually doing the proper part of this video, the actual painting, and go into the theme. So once I've done that, I'll be back. Right, well, I'm pretty much set up now for the airbrush. Got everything out, got some vinyl to put on top of the table, a bit better than the newspaper. All my parts are on sticks, and these are the colours I'm going to be using. Kind of quite standard for Gundams and model kits and all that, but white, blue and red. So the flag I'm going to be basing the paint scheme for this kit is going to be the British flag, the Union Jack. I just thought that that would be kind of appropriate for me. It's where I'm from. I'm sure quite a few other people are probably going to do the same thing. These are going to be my basic core colours, the X2, X4 and X7. Let's see if I can get these in the light a bit better. And I will be using a couple of other colours, some metallics and bits and pieces like that, but these will be basically my core colours, and from there I'll work in some other details. Usually I tend to mix custom colours, just tweak them a little bit when I paint a model kit, but this time I'm just going to leave the red, the blue and the white alone, and I'll probably mess around with the other colours a little bit. So there's my airbrush. It's a Aztec airbrush, and I've got a new nozzle, got my compressor and some airbrush cleaner and some thinner, got my little extraction fan, and I'm actually ready to start doing some painting. So it's quite good. I haven't had a chance to do any types of model kits for quite a while now, and it'll be good to get a bit more practice. So for the arm and leg sections of the kit, they're already primed obviously. So for the legs and the arms, I've mixed up a colour. It's probably not very clear what it is, but basically that's a mixture of bronze, clear blue, and will that focus? Sea blue. Just a couple of drops of that, and mostly bronze and clear blue. So once it's painted, it should give a kind of a dark metallic sheen. It probably won't be 100% obvious that it's blue, but under certain lights will catch it, and then you'll be able to see that it's blue. I just thought for continuing the theme that I would do that instead of just using a black or a grey, just to keep the whole red, white and blue theme going. Right, so I'm in the process of doing masking on the top of the head. Top of the head is going to be in the Union Jack pattern. So you'll have a Union Jack, and then there'll be some stripes running down the arms, well, on the actual arm sections, not on the connector pieces. It's just taken an incredibly long time. First off, I had to mask it out so I can get the red cross to run along it. Then I've had to mask it so the white edges to the red cross are there. And now at this point here I'm on the blue stage, so then I'm going to do the blue, then I have to peel everything off again and then mask it off again so I can do the small red stripes or strips that run along these ones that are in the X there. So I think it's incredibly difficult to get this symmetrical. It's not very easy at all. Alright, so I've put the blue down. It's pretty much ready to be peeled off now. So I'm just gonna pop this off and stick it on this just to make it a little bit easier, and peel it off and see how well it works out. Right. Push you down a little bit more. Okay. So I've still got more to do on this. It's pretty much now though just the red lines that need to be added, and it should, and to tidy up some of the torpedo holes. Well, it's now the 1st of November and I'm basically out of time with my kit, so I just thought to do a recap. This is what I decided to use, a high grade GOK 700 yen kit, and the flag I decided to go with was the Union Jack, so a British Gundam, and yeah, it's time to take a look at it. And here it is, the Union Jack on the top of the head, running off of the shoulders down the arms. That all worked out okay. Had a bit of trouble figuring out how to do the body and all of that, but overall it doesn't seem too bad. On the leg here, someone's done a little bit of graffiti and you've got God Save the Queen on there, so very regal. Yeah, I had a few problems while painting this kit. It wasn't too easy. It wasn't the kit's fault, it was problems with the airbrush and the paint, but it didn't come out too bad. He's not really in any particular pose at the moment, but I can sort that out. I've had a little bit of trouble with the paint getting scratched on certain points, but it's not too bad. If I had a little bit more time, I probably would have redone the eye. That didn't come out too brilliantly, and other than that though, quite happy with it. So some of the details. So on the insides of the claws here, you've got the roundels, as they're called. That was a bit awkward. It's not very easy to mask off conical shapes. They've got the Union Jack. I'm quite impressed with that. That's inspired. The inspiration really was from the classic minis, and you used to get the minis with Union Jack on the roof. Just show you a picture of that now. So that was what the main intention with this was, to try to recreate something like that. Yeah, if I had more time, the God Save the Queen thing would have probably been a little bit tidier. The colour on the legs, although I mixed that as a custom colour, it doesn't quite look exactly blue like I hoped it would. It's still come out quite dark. Yeah, there you go. So right, so I'm going to take some photos of this to put along with the video, and actually stick it in some kind of pose. Sorry for all the shaking. And then once I've done that, I'll upload the video and hopefully get it up in time. So here's one last turn. There we go. So thank you for watching, and I'll stick some pictures on now. Hope you like it.